Hey guys, springtime here in Virginia. I hadn't done one of these in a couple of weeks, but I wanted to talk to believers today. Uh, a lot of my videos and a lot of the things I like to go and discuss usually are catered toward people like me just starting out in the walk. But I really want to go in and talk to people that's been in church for years, uh, people that are following. Because I said it in one of my videos here a while back. I truly feel the church in the West, we've lost Jesus. And all you got to do is go on Facebook or TikTok and pull up any uh, post anybody says. Sometimes you look at a post and it's so beautiful, and I'll go in there and I don't know why I do it, but I want to see what the comments are, and it's 150 people arguing, Christians that is, believers, and they'll throw anything at you as far as God's commandments and keeping commandments and not sinning and not drinking. They throw all this stuff in there, but a lot of them overlook one of the most important commandments that we are given. And they're so quick to throw legalism at you, but not so much Jesus. And what I'm going to read for you today is John 13. It's going to be verse 34. And what it says, "So I give you now a new commandment. Love each other just as much as I have loved you. For when you demonstrate the same love I have for you by loving one another, everyone will know you are my true followers." I don't see this one a whole lot in the church or from Christians. They're so quick to argue about salvation or not salvation. Can you lose it? Can you not lose it? And he says that the world, everyone will know that you are my true followers. How? By loving one another. And loving one another the way he has loved us. And that's a commandment that so many, we always throw God's commandments in there, but that's one he's given to believers. And that's not only true for how believers treat each other, but that's also true how believers treat others. Treat unbelievers, treat people that are just figuring it out. Because, the church in the West thinks Jesus is so weak. And I've had a few discussions now with Brandon Lake, all these different ones that are putting Jesus in front of people. And, the church is so scared of grace. Because what I know now and what I've seen, I know it's not my job to change a person. It's not your job to change a person. It's not even their job to change themselves. It's his job. And I know if I introduce you to him and you accept him for who he is and who you are, the big part of this walk is understanding who you are in the family. That you're not identified in that struggle. You're not identified as that sin. That you're actually identified as a son and a daughter from the get-go. You're never not a son or a daughter. You might not think you are, or you might run, but you are. That's why the parable of the sheep is so important of this walk, because when he talks about that sheep, it's still a sheep and it still belongs to the shepherd. And I'll use that one a lot. So, but there's so many Christians that are so scared of grace because they act as though Jesus is so weak or so powerless that he's powerless to come change somebody, that you want to argue about can you or can you not lose your salvation. What I know, if somebody's still sinning, doesn't mean they're an unbeliever. It just means they haven't come into what Paul would call a mature child yet, where they're walking in spirit instead of flesh. Doesn't mean that they're bound to hell, because the problem with the West is that they like to dangle you over hell for an hour on Sundays, because they know if they fear you, get enough fear inside of you, you're going to come back next Sunday and you're going to put money in the pot. And that's not grace, and that's not good news of the gospel. The good news is the grace covers your sin. And that he didn't die to change God's mind about you. Christ died to change your mind about God, to let you know you were always part of the family. So John 13, verse 34, that's one that we need to take to heart, because that's a commandment worth living out. And I'll read it to you again because I feel it's that important. So I give you now a new commandment. Love each other just as much as I have loved you. For when you demonstrate the same love I have for you by loving one another, everyone will know you are my true followers. How are they going to know we're Christ followers? The way we love others. I love you. More importantly, so does God. Thank you.